In the ledger of the lost, we record the things the world has forgotten, but some stories refuse to be erased. People say death ends everything, but what if love refuses to end? Tonight's story is not about a haunting, it is about a promise, and it began on a Saturday in June. Every first Saturday of June, the house changed. I didn't understand it then. I was only a boy. That morning, the world felt quiet. The windows were always open. The kettle waited on the stove, and one chair near the fireplace was never used by anyone else. That was the day my grandfather came back. He arrived every year at the same time, carrying a worn leather bag and the gentle smell of pipe tobacco. Each year, he placed a hand-carved wooden bird into my hands. One by one, they filled my shelf. Before he left in the evening, he always held my hand and said, "I'll see you next year, little bird. I promise." I was 15 when the truth found me. My mother was looking through old photographs when she stopped at one picture. "That was taken just before your grandfather died," she whispered. My heart froze. "Passed away? Mom, he was here in June." She looked at me with sadness. "Honey, Grandpa Arthur died 5 years ago, just before your 10th birthday." That night, I searched the records. Arthur Peterson passed away May 28th. But June always comes after May. He had been dead before every visit I remembered. That was when the memories changed. His footsteps never made sound. His shadow never stayed where it should. The smell of tobacco was only a trace of something that once existed. And when the light faded, his shape softened, as if the room could not hold him. He had not been visiting. He had been returning, not to frighten me, not to stay, but because love did not know how to leave. My parents never saw him. They moved through the house as if nothing had changed. They spoke, they cooked, they lived their day, unaware. Somehow, his visits belonged only to me. To them, the rooms were empty. To me, they were filled with a presence made of love and memory. He did not return to the house. He returned to the child who was still waiting for him. The wooden birds were not gifts. They were proof. The next first Saturday of June, I waited alone. I knew then that staying in this world is exhausting, even for a soul made of love. At 10 o'clock, the air felt heavy. The familiar smell of tobacco filled the room. I saw him, shining softly, almost see-through, but his eyes were warm, just like before. He held one last wooden bird in his hand. His body flickered like a candle in the wind. I did not run. I walked into that cold, glowing light. I closed my eyes and hugged him for the first time in years. He felt like smoke and warmth at the same time. I buried my face in his chest and said, "Grandpa, you can let go now. You kept your promise. You stayed until I was old enough to understand. But you don't have to carry the weight of me anymore. I'm going to be okay." I squeezed him one last time and felt his ghostly hand rest gently on my head. "I love you. Goodbye, Grandpa." For one moment, warmth filled the room, a silent goodbye, and then he was gone. My arms were holding only the summer air. Now, many years have passed. June still comes, but the door no longer opens. The house feels calm on those mornings. Not empty, just finished. He came every year with a bird made of wood and a love made of time. So I write this into the ledger of the lost. Not every soul returns to stay. Some return only to finish a promise. Because love is the only thing too heavy for death to carry away. And when the first Saturday of June comes again, I still open the window. Not for a ghost, but for the memory of a man who loved me enough to stay and loved me enough to finally leave.